I need to slow down. Recording? Okay.
The volume sounded great.
Yeah, perfect. And we look very good, too.
Sure do.
All right, so now that David's had a chance to think, when he thinks about how he's grown professionally through the AW process,
I would say the relationships of the teachers that are in the scoring session with me have grown exponentially because of the conversations, the deep, meaningful conversations that we've been able to have. They've been kind of risky, the conversations that we've had, but that's kind of part of growing professionally, is being able to take those risks and learning from it and becoming stronger as an individual teacher, but also as a group. Chris, I think about how I've grown professionally through the AIW process,
I think about how much I have learned and how much I have yet to learn. Every single week I am floored by the expertise, the professionalism that's on display. There are wonderful things happening in our building day to day, and you never get a chance to hear it, to see it. Mm-hmm. And even if it's a language arts teacher bringing a task, I'm able to pull from them so much, just in terms of best practice. How to set up, how to create a lesson that allows students to truly construct their understanding of a concept, and to communicate it effectively. It's good teaching on display all the time. And I know every week that I go into a scoring session, I have an opportunity to gain. Sounds kind of selfish, I guess, but
absolutely,
it's fantastic though.
Yeah. Any tips, tricks, or other considerations districts might need to think through before committing to AIW?
Commitment is huge. We have a lot of support from our administrative team and from the district itself. And persons such as David here, who helps set up our professional learning schedule, we've committed time to this ongoing process. If it's not there, people won't buy in. And then again, that's the big part too, is how you present this, that this is an opportunity, that this is a chance for us to grow as a building and as individual teachers, and the impact is going to come down for the students. That's the goal.
Absolutely. And I would agree. It's kind of like that top-down. You need everyone on board. It isn't just a teacher-run thing, and it isn't just an administrator-run thing. Everyone kind of needs to do it at the same time. Make sure everyone has bought in, everyone agrees to this. There is going to need to be time. You need time. We do it almost every 2 weeks or so. Our goal is to get 45 to 50 minutes in for scoring, which is a huge time commitment. But I don't know if you agree with this, but what we've seen is that when we started doing AIW, then the other initiatives that we were doing kind of were encompassed with our AIW scoring sessions. So all those things that we've talked about in the past, we could bring in and talk about here in AIW, and then we didn't have to spend all that extra time on our other initiatives because we're moving forward as a building with common language. Everybody is moving forward with AIW. Everyone is growing professionally, kind of at their own pace though, like we've talked about. Everyone's getting their own personal takeaways, but we're still able to incorporate those other initiatives that we've spent so many resources on to begin with.
You got to be patient. Let it settle in. Don't force it. Provide the professional learning that your anchors need and the support they need so that they know that when times do get rough, which they certainly could, that there's a way to address any concerns you might have. We've spent a lot of time prepping our anchors over the last 2 years, and thus far, this year, full implementation, it's been good. Yep.
When I learned it 5 years ago, our school did the first semester was anchor training, and I think we met every 2 weeks still. So everyone had a chance to bring in a task or two, and everyone had a chance to be an anchor before we rolled it out to the staff. So we did the first half of the year was anchor training, and the second half we rolled it out. It seemed kind of like breakneck speed, but we had the support from the anchors. All the anchors were pretty comfortable unrolling it right away, so we moved it forward. So I think you have to kind of feel your building out. How are they with their other initiatives? If they are pretty good at adopting, I would say, yeah, get the anchors comfortable and move forward. If your building is not real keen at adopting new initiatives, then you might want to take a year to train your anchors, Make sure the people leading the groups are comfortable and ready. Because I don't think if they're comfortable, then it'll be a very smooth rollout.
The last prompt here, anything else that you'd like to say or share about AIW with other area districts? I think about two colleagues in particular who have experience beneath their belts. We're talking a 25, 30-year veteran and a 15, 20-year veteran, both who have said AIW is the strongest form of ongoing professional learning they've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the most meaningful, it's been the most consistent, it's been the most practical. What's happening in AIW translates back to the classroom each and every single time.
I agree. It's the best thing I've ever done. I love AIW.
And he's married and has kids too. And
Best
so-
thing professionally
Okay.
I've ever done, yeah. I would say, even from a delivering a lesson standpoint, I wanted to put this in there. It's changed the way that I question the kids, just with a follow-up question. Everything I do has been changed in my mindset through AIW. Like even when I'm standing at the board asking how to do a math problem, the way that I'm talking to the kids has changed because of AIW. Everything that I've done in the classroom has changed because of AIW.
It's made us better teachers.
And it will make you a better teacher too. If you need anything else, Laura, let us know. We would love to do this again if you need us to.
Love to.
And that's the bell. We gotta go.